Big Tip Tuesday inspired by an organization that I'm working with who told me they're looking for a needle in a haystack. And they said, oh, by the way, they need to have a bachelor's and they must be from California for this job. Let me tell you something. This job that I am recruiting for is incredibly difficult to find. They're asking me to recruit for it because it is one of those really rare to fills. And I know that it's the kind of organization that does not absolutely require a bachelor's. It's a preference. I also know that certain people, even if they're not from California, will understand the regulations of California if they're very sharp. And so by them giving me this essentially already difficult to fill position and then adding these additional layers where it's making it almost impossible to find someone and they might miss out on their superstar, I had a conversation with them that said, look, if I find you that perfect person, but they don't have the bachelor's and they are actually, from Arizona or Oregon, would you consider them? They said yes. And so this is important to know about your organization. Know what your deal breakers are. I get you have preferences, and that is important, and you should share those. But to say something's a deal breaker when it's really not, this is going to shoot you in the foot and anybody else that's trying to assist you, because you will miss out on people that are right for you. This is just like dating. My wife and I do a lot of dating coaching, and we find when people say, oh, this is a deal breaker, this is a deal breaker, and then we say, well, if we brought you someone who just across the board was a catch on every level, but they didn't have this one attribute, or they didn't do this one thing, would you still consider them? And they say, yeah, we go, then it's not really a deal breaker. And I challenge you to ask yourself the same thing.